Good evening. It's December 15th, 2016, and we're here at the Portland Exposition Building for tonight's exciting boys basketball action between the Vikings of Oxford Hills and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, Frank Healy on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports. Frank, Portland, of course, is having a great season so far.
Well, Portland opening up 2-0. Exciting opening night win against South Portland and kind of a ho-hum second half comeback against Bonnie Eagle, and they'll look to try to continue things against the Vikings of Oxford Hills tonight.
Oxford Hills comes in 1-1. They've beaten Lewiston handily 68-34, and they were just bested by the Red Eddies by a couple of points in their second game, so they're 1-1. They've got Matt Fleming, 6'5", do-everything sophomore, leads the team in scoring with 22.5 points, and it's a familiar name.
It certainly is. And Matt's older brother is now off onto the University of Maine, where we actually saw him play against Duke on live television a couple Saturdays ago, Steve. But the younger Fleming certainly brings his own skill set.
And we'll also look forward to seeing Atreyu Keniston, who's averaging about 13 points a game, looking for Cole Verrier to maybe put something in as well. We'll bring you all of the exciting action here from the Expo in a moment.
From the Portland Exposition Building for Bulldog basketball. Tonight our opponents, Vikings of Oxford Hills, a record of 1 win and 1 loss. The Bulldogs currently at 2 wins and no losses. Here are the starting lineups. For Oxford Hills, number 4, 5'10", sophomore, Spencer Strong. For Portland, forward number 20, 6'2", junior, Griffin Foley. From Oxford Hills, number 31, 6'3", junior, Trey Keniston. Portland, number 12, 5'8", junior, Manny Hugo. For Oxford Hills, number 13, 6'5", sophomore, Matt Fleming. And center for Portland, number 32, 6'5", a senior, Charlie Lyle. For Oxford Hills, number 20, 6'2", junior, Chris St. Pierre. And for Portland, number 5, 5'9", a sophomore, Pedro Fonseca. And the guard for Oxford Hills, number 3, 6'7", a senior, Cole Verrier. And at Portland, number 2, 5'9", a junior, Teron Moss. The head coach of Oxford Hills High School is Scott Graffam. Head coach of Portland High, Joe Russo. A certified athletic trainer, Ryan Lucas. The officials for tonight's game are Chris Bowery.
Here we go, folks, as Charlie Lyle will line up against Matt Fleming at the center. Lyle actually wins the jump, but it goes to Cole Verrier. Way downtown for 3. Fleming doesn't connect, and Yugu gets the rebound. You can see that Manny Yugu is going to be an integral part of the Bulldogs' season this year. All over the court. He's got a nice shot. Not afraid to mix it up underneath.
Most of all, a scrappy player, good rebounder, excellent defender.
Lyle fighting in the jump ball.
And that'll be Portland ball in the arrow.
Very early going here. 30 seconds into the game. Griffin Foley will inbound. Got Yugu for 3 in the corner. It doesn't hit.
Well, great work inside by Teron.
Yep. And it's going to be that's a rebound for him and Portland ball.
And Steve, we talk about virtually every aspect of Teron Moss's game every night, but really one that gets lost in the shuffles is rebounding. Not the tallest player on the team, not afraid to bang in there with the big boys, go up for a rebound.
Teron drives, throws it out from the paint, and gets Griffin Foley inside. So we have a player down. It's Matt Fleming, and it'll remain Portland ball. Teron breaks out, and a quick bounce to Charlie Lyle. Some tight D. A turnover for the Dogs. Verrier, I believe, with the ball. Outside to Matt Fleming, and it's stolen by Pedro Fonseca. It's Griffin Foley on the break. He's fouled.
Great defense by Fonseca. Good awareness by the Bulldogs to zip it down to Foley.
First foul of the game on Oxford Hills, number 20, Chris St. Pierre.
That's Chris St. Pierre. He had 13 points against the Lewiston Blue Devils. Foley converts for the first point of the game. It's 1-0 Bulldogs. He makes both ends of the two-shot free throw, and we have another turnover. So here's Hugo. He's got Fonseca on the right. Fonseca drives in, makes it a little easier for himself. This time, no dice. The rebound will fall to Spencer Strong. Strong, fast player. It's an interesting game where Fleming does not hang out on the inside. And instead, that role is more Atreyu Keniston's, number 31. So that'll be on Fonseca.
On Portland, first personal on the team, and on number 5, Pedro Fonseca.
Nice stroke by Fleming as he nails the first.
It's a very quiet and subdued crowd as Fleming hits both on his end too. Kind of a subdued crowd tonight. It is absolutely freezing outside as we're heading into a cold snap of at least a couple of days.
We're very glad to be inside the nice warm expo right now, Steve.
Well, that was a triple and third effort by Charlie Lyle. And Moss will lay it in. Portland with the man D right now. Fonseca coming up to meet Fleming, so that's who they've chosen to cover Fleming. It's a beautiful pass to Atreyu.
And that's going to be Fonseca's second early foul, I believe.
Open foul, second personal, number 5, Pedro Fonseca.
We have the first substitute of the game as Spencer Strong will take a seat and Colton Carson will come in. And Troy Ballou now will check in, number 23 for Portland, as Pedro will take a seat with his 2 fouls. 5:45 left in the first quarter. The score is Portland 4, Vikings 2. Now, that's a nice pass underneath, but Fleming couldn't handle that. He's triple teamed at the moment. Throws up the 3, it doesn't fall. Hugo with the rebound. Straight up and in.
Beautiful coast-to-coast dribble by Manny Hugo.
And Keniston back out to Verrier. Verrier buries the 3. So that will make it 6-5 Bulldogs. They have a 1-point lead. Hugo for 3. Doesn't hit, but Ballou underneath with the rebound, loses it, goes over to Manny. Manny skies. It doesn't fall, and Fleming travels. So he gets credit for the rebound, but then he traveled. And Charlie Lyle will take a seat as Clay Hardy, number 1, will come in and inbound here underneath the Dogs' basket. Just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 6-5 is the score. The Dogs have a 1-point lead.
Oh, great cut right across the face of that defense by Hardy.
Yeah, that was absolutely a foul. Didn't hear the whistle, but it was called.
Oxford Hills foul, number 31, Trey Keniston is first. Second team foul.
So if we can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear at home, Mr. Gribben, but that was Atreyu Keniston's foul. That'll go in and out of the rim. Chance to make it a 2-point lead here. Either one falls. The rebound will come to Keniston. A true run over. And Manny Hugo again over to Tehran. This time it doesn't fall. Fleming with the rebound. Oop, that looked a little bit like a travel, but no call.
Well, either way, that's going to be Portland ball for Oxford Hills' 5th turnover so far in this game, Steve.
Oxford Hills foul. First person, number 11, Colton Carson. Team foul number 3.
So team foul number 3, Colton Carson draws that, makes that foul, and Griffin Foley will inbound to Tehran Moss. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 6-5 is the score.
Portland looking to open up, spread out this Oxford Hills 2-3 zone. And you see Hardy right around the foul line.
Yugu goes up with it, and he's fouled, I should say. Chris St. Pierre gets the foul and draws it from Clay Hardy.
I'm sure Portland's trying to work that ball inside, either to Hardy around the foul line, or in that last situation, Trey Ballou right along the baseline, try to work inside out rather than skipping it around and trying to pop a 3 from outside.
Manny Hugo has taken a seat, and Simon Chadbourne, number 30, has entered the game for the Dogs.
Chadbourne, excellent shooter. I'm sure he'll be called upon to put up some quick shots against that zone.
Played in the JV game where the Dogs defeated Oxford Hills. We have another turnover.
And we'll have a 5-second call, closely guarded. It's Tehran Moss absolutely smothering Cole Verrier there.
Portland beat Oxford Hills JV team by about 50 points. Somewhere around in the 70s to 21 or so.
A great drive by Moss.
And he draws the foul. That's a block on the shot, so it'll be 2.
It'll go against Carson.
So he gets 2 quick fouls with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Still 6-5 as it's been for the last few minutes.
Nice stroke by Tehran.
As Spencer Strong, number 4, will check in for Carson now. Janek Luxa is in for Oxford Hills, number 24. Just that smooth. 4 points for Tehran Moss as he hits both free throws. And it's now an 8-5 Portland Bulldog lead. Here's Strong.
Trey Ballou out on the smaller guard.
He tried to do the back door, but it didn't fall. Instead, it's going to be a little too far, and it's going to go out. So it'll be a quick steal and turnover. And that's why Griffin Foley is a wideout and not a quarterback. Although you never know what Coach Hartman may have in mind for the future. He lays out for that ball, but Oxford Hills retains possession.
Now we have Ballou on Fleming.
And it's a good drive, but Ballou gets the rebound. He's got Clay Hardy. It's a little bit of a press here. Foley out to Hardy for 3. Hits it.
Nice inside out look from Griffin Foley. Hardy's able to step right into a shot. We'll have a timeout by Scott Graffam.
11-5 is the score. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Dogs in front. So we have the Portland Bulldog mascot in the house, number 54, for some reason or another, as we bring you the action after the timeout.
Russo opting to go with a full court man-to-man press here.
Broken quickly, though, by Verrier. Strong now. Chooses not to slide through in the pick, and that may have been a mistake.
Great steal by Hardy.
A little too far there, unfortunately, as Griffin Foley was underneath the basket when he put that up. 11-5 is the score, 2 minutes left. way downtown, and a three-pointer for Chris St. Pierre. Now there's going to be a Portland timeout. So with just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, the score, Portland Bulldogs 11 and Oxford Hills Vikings 8. Here we go, Frank. Trey Ballou will inbound to
now Oxford Hills showing a 2-2-1 press. Teron Moss carves through it easily, though.
And Hardy's underneath for 2. So 13-8, a 5-point Portland lead. Fleming, the guard. Oh, he goes down on the hard on the floor. And quick hands. And it's hot potato retained by Oxford Hills. Oop, Fleming hits the side of the backboard, and Charlie Lyle gets the rebound. He's got Teron, fakes up and doesn't fall, but Hardy is bearing the follow, and it does.
Great work by Hardy to follow on the offensive rebound.
And push against Hardy, which will be his second foul of the game. Or let's see if they're calling a foul, or if
Strong returns to Oxford Hill along with Colton Carson.
well, it's tough to say whether that's a foul or just an out of bounds.
I didn't see any indication towards the table, Steve, so I guess we'll just have to go with an out-of-bounds call.
Certainly better for the Dogs, as Clay Hardy has only one foul. So coming out to get the ball finally is Luxa. Great tough defense by the Bulldogs. Way downtown, and Spencer Strong hits an NBA 3. 24 seconds left, 15-11 is the score. A 4-point Portland lead here in the first quarter at the Expo. Ballou up and a little too hard. Over. He's stepped on.
Oxford Hills with a 4-on-1 break. Going to be Lushka for 2.
And that's a 2-point Portland lead. The ball goes up, and it doesn't fall. So at the end of the first quarter, Portland Bulldogs 15, Oxford Hills Vikings 13. It's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. A fresh 8 minutes to start the second quarter. The Dogs are up by 2.
A nice step back, but he'll launch it right over the defense.
Yeah, Quinn Clark is in the game. A nice outlet to Fonseca. He spins. He's up. He's in. And that's how you run the fast break for the Portland Bulldogs. And then Teron with those great hands. Hesitation up. It doesn't quite fall. And skying up for that rebound is Fleming. Quick break there, and they're going to draw the foul. So Strong gets 2. And Quinn Clark. Charlie Lyle will take a seat now as Trey Ballou will come in.
Excellent taken there by Strong. But control himself for 2. See if he can net the third.
So there you have it. It's a 2-point lead. Presses on. Fonseca's open, and he's found by Griffin Foley.
Oxford Hills really trying to take away the guards there. And looks like they're showing a little bit of a zone here with number 11 Carson sitting in the middle.
Oh, what a move by Fonseca. Up and in. That would have been goaltending, but what a great shot by Fonseca. A little hesitation. Draws the defender past him. Up and in.
Fonseca so smooth. Certainly a player who saw good minutes last year, Steve, but definitely looking to jump up in production this year.
There's another turnover for Oxford Hills, and Fonseca is fouled.
Oxford Hills' 10th turnover of the night to Portland's 2. So Coach Russo certainly winning the turnover battle here tonight.
Charlie Lyle and Clay Hardy set to check in for Griffin Foley and Quinn Clark.
Clay Hardy and Charlie.
It's a 4-point Portland lead, 19-15. 6:38 left in the first half.
And that'll be a reach on Fleming. It came over the top of Lyle.
Oxford Hills foul is on 13. Fleming, his first.
His first foul of the night.
And the next foul against Oxford Hills will put Portland into the bonus as Clay Hardy steps right into a 3.
Yeah, that's his second 3 of the night. He leads Portland with 10 points. Oop. There's Veria. He will get it out to Strong. Oxford Hills playing a little bit tentatively here, and maybe it's just a function of the great Portland defense. Rebound is Teron Moss around his back, almost loses it, but Hardy comes up with it.
Clay Hardy having himself a great night tonight, Steve. He seems to be everywhere, right place at the right time, and he's getting it done offense, defense, and even in transition.
Well, we didn't see him in the first game, but we get a chance to see what he can do as Fonseca hits up the 3. So that's his 7th point of the game. It's a 10-point Bulldog lead. It's 25-15. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt, along with Frank Healy on camera. For WPPS TV3 Sports, bringing you Portland Bulldogs boys basketball all year long. Class AA North. Way downtown, and the rebound comes to Moss. He's got 3 in front of him, takes it in anyway. Fonseca on the other side. This time it doesn't fall, but Hardy with the rebound.
Great look by Hardy inside. Playing unselfish basketball, getting it to Teron Moss, who takes it up and gets fouled.
Oxford Hills foul. Second personal on number 13, Matt Fleming.
Well, it's good to get 2 fouls on Fleming here in the first half. He is their best player, one of the best players in the state at that.
Steve, right now Portland currently on a 9-2 run as Teron Moss goes to the line for 2, trying to make it 11-2 in the early going of the second quarter.
Not that time. Again, he missed a few foul throws in the last game. I think you said that the statistic was about 60% from the line altogether, the Dogs, and that's something certainly to work on. Fleming gets the rebound. It's 4th of the night, I believe.
Oh, what hustle by Hardy to come up with the steal.
Goodness. He's going to be fun to watch this year.
Excellent speed, good explosion, nice read there to shoot the gap, come up with the ball.
The ball's tipped away from Moss, and that was really great defense. But look at that finesse by Fonseca.
And all of a sudden, Portland's on a break.
Foley up, and it doesn't fall. Rebound will come to Fleming. But
good trap by Portland, and we'll have a foul on the floor. I believe it'll go against Teron Moss. We'll wait for the call.
You could kind of see it in Teron's face and his eyes. What?
And working hard on the trap, but apparently a little too much hand action inside.
Hook shot back for Oxford Hills.
Hugo will come in for Hardy.
And that'll be a hand check against Griffin Foley. Coach Russo is not a happy camper.
Griffin Foley is first. Team foul number 7.
When you watch Coach Russo, and we can get a look at him, he's always teaching. and never stops teaching, and he's been doing it an awfully long time now. It's 27th season. Clearly doing something right. 4 state championships, all about team.
Two free throws, Matt Fleming.
Fleming has only 4 points tonight. They're all free throws, 25-17.
Portland doing an excellent job of neutralizing Oxford Hills' best player.
Fonseca for 3. Doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Luxa.
Portland rotating back on defense very well there. Yugu and Fonseca preventing a fast break.
Fleming from way downtown. It doesn't fall. Teron Moss skies for that rebound. He leads the Dogs in rebounds tonight. About, by my count, at least 5. And Foley will draw the foul.
And they're going to say that Fleming got him with the body. And if that's the call, that will be 3 on Fleming.
Oxford, foul number 11, Colton Carson is third.
And it'll be on Carson.
Number 8, Griffin Foley at the line to shoot.
If you're an Oxford Hills Viking, you'd rather hear that name probably as having had the 3rd foul for your team. Foley will sink his 3rd basket of the game, all free throws, 26-17, 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Gets both ends of it. So the Dogs now enjoy a 10-point lead, 27-17.
Portland showing a little 1-2-2 pressure here.
Broken quickly, though.
A great hustle on Manny Ugo's part. He was down here in front at half court on a trap, Steve, able to hustle his way back and break up the pass for what could have been a very easy layup for Oxford Hills.
So Cole Verrier to inbound. He'll get it up there pretty high to St. Pierre. Verrier back to St. Pierre. Fleming from downtown. He hits it. So, I mean, Oxford Hills still in this game for sure. It's 27-20. It's a 7-point Dogs lead with 3 minutes left in the first half.
And that's certainly not the guy you want to get hot if you're Portland.
You see the way Teron Moss just changed hands, made that look ever so smooth, left to right and in. Three points for St. Pierre. His second 3 of the game. 29-23, a 6-point Bulldog lead. Oh. So trying to hit the cutting Fonseca and just a little bit off timing there.
It'll be Portland's 3rd turnover so far by my count, Steve.
To about 11 for Oxford Hills. So downtown, doesn't fall, and Yugu gets the rebound. Portland on the break. Teron Moss catches it like the receiver that he is.
We'll draw the foul inside. And we'll go against St. Pierre. His second, team's 9th.
His second. Team foul number 9, Ron Moss.
And the next Oxford Hills foul will put the Vikings over the limit.
So he's having a little bit of trouble tonight here as he sunk his first 2 but has missed his last 3 foul shots. 29-23, 2:12 left in the first half. And that one falls, so he gets 1 out of 2. 3rd point of the quarter. Strong back.
On St. Pierre, certainly not afraid to step into a long shot.
No.
As well, a foul underneath.
Oxford Hills foul number 24. Janet Luksha is first, 10 on the team.
So I think we've been pronouncing the name okay since we've heard Peter Gribben say it, and you know that he does his homework before a game. Luksha made the foul. Yugu at the line.
And Yugu kind of clangs it home there.
Clay Hardy, number 1, will check in for number 5, Pedro Fonseca. Great depth, it appears, on the Dogs bench this year.
And that depth will allow Coach Russo to really play a lot of pressure defense. That'll be a lane violation against number 20, Chris St. Pierre, leaning in, getting a step before the release of the ball. Be a third foul shot for Hugo.
He hits both. It's 32-23. It's a 9-point Portland lead with just under 2 minutes left in the first half here at the Portland Expo. Game number 3 for the Dogs. A block by Charlie Lyle with emphasis as he got all ball. Chris St. Pierre went down.
And what a swat by Lyle. And Coach Graham not pleased on the Oxford Hills sideline.
It's a nice bucket for St. Pierre, though. 32-25 is the score. 1:40 left in the first half, rather. Here's Tehran from way downtown. They come out to meet him. So Hardy will spin. Bring it out to the top, beyond the arc. Then regroup. Hugo.
Good look inside to Lyle.
Nice anticipation. Lyle is just waiting for it, too. Great pass. And that's a travel. So with 1:03 left, 34-25, a 9-point Portland lead, and they have the ball.
Certainly, Steve, in any sport, we talk about the last couple minutes going into halftime, and I'm sure the Coach Russo is looking to get a couple more quick scores on the board, play good defense, and extend this lead going into the locker room. And that'll be kicked by Luksha. Portland will retain possession.
Griffin Foley will come under here.
And Oxford Hills coming out of 2-3 zone. Fleming securing the middle.
There's Tehran up, down, and Lyle now at the foul line and flip it inside, and he hits. So Lyle, 2 quick buckets, 36-25, an 11-point Portland lead with 45 seconds left. St. Pierre went down, and that's going to be a foul on Charlie Lyle. And
they are signaling 3 shots.
3 shots.
Portland foul is on number 32, Charlie Lyle, his first. Team foul number 8, Chris St. Pierre, shooting 3.
Lyle a little excited, hedging out there. Not quite under control enough to prevent himself from fouling the 3-point shooter.
That's his 9th point, Chris St. Pierre. He leads Oxford Hills tonight. You see Charlie Lyle with a sigh of relief. Okay, if he hits 2, then it was what it was. But
and it works out for the Dogs.
36-27, 40 seconds left for the Dogs. Try to put one up. Tehran in. Oh.
And Moss just slicing through the zone.
11-point Portland lead, 26 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, Luxa gets that pass from St. Pierre. Puts it up, but Portland has 15 seconds. They can certainly put something together.
And Portland will play for 1 here. We'll clear up for Tehran.
Spins up and in.
A beautiful little floater by Teron Moss inside, and that'll bring us to the half.
And that is a nice way to end the half as the Portland Bulldogs have a 40-29 lead. We'll be back with second half action momentarily. So here we are at the half. Halftime statistics, only one Viking player in double figures, Chris St. Pierre with 11, held Matt Fleming to 7, which is a big statistic there for Portland. On the other hand, Portland has two players with double figures right now, Clay Hardy with 10, Teron Moss with 11. And speaking of Moss, we're here with Amir Moss, and Amir is a freshman at the University of Maine, Farmington. First, I just have to say how much we miss you. We really miss you here, even though we have a great team. We miss your attitude, your presence, and the way that you handle the ball. And you had such a great year last year, bringing home the championship for Portland. How are things going at University of Maine in Farmington?
So far, so good. Tough adjustment at first, but you learn to really just go with the flow and just learn how to work on your own. So,
how's the team doing up there?
We're pretty young right now. We start 5 freshmen. We're just trying to get better day by day so far. We're 2-6, so we need to improve on that. But everything's going good so far.
And where are you playing?
Like position, I'm playing at the 2 right now. So yeah.
And you've been coming to we've seen you at a few of the Portland games this year. So is it your plan to come down and watch as many as you can?
Yeah, whenever I'm free, I'm going to be down here watching them. Yeah, proud alumni. So.
What are you seeing that you like about the Bulldogs so far?
Their intensity. I mean, they're playing hard on both ends of the floor. They ran their offense well, something that we struggled with last year, but they look like they improved on it all, playing together and just looking like they're having fun. They're pressuring the other team, so making them uncomfortable, so that's always good.
Any advice for Teron that you want to share beyond what you may share at home anyway?
Just keep the team under control at the point guard spot. He's been doing good so far from what I've been seeing, so yeah, I mean, just keep it up, I guess.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. A pleasure to see you.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So, Frank, we're going to just go into a little bit more about the first half that the Dogs had.
Well, Steve, Portland certainly paced by Teron Moss's 11 points, but he's been all over the floor with 5 rebounds, a few assists, some steals, and a nice spark by Clay Hardy in the first half as well. He had that nice run in the second quarter to open things up. Certainly the Bulldogs putting together a nice couple minutes towards the end of the half, able to take some momentum into the locker room and see what they can do coming out in the second half.
And we'll bring you second half action in a moment. Here we go, folks. Second half action. Pedro Fonseca will inbound to Teron Moss. What an opportunity, nice opportunity to be able to talk to Amir. He is such a great young man.
Excellent player, even better human being, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, very underspoken about himself and really just a gentleman all the way around. Fleming for 2 to start the second half.
Oxford Hills will certainly want to get Fleming going here if they're going to look to make a comeback on the Dogs.
Well, it's a 9-point Dogs lead.
Vikings still sticking to that 2-3 defense. Portland's trying to get Manny Ugu across the baseline for an open corner shot.
Strip at the
and
ball.
That'll be a charge. Nice setup inside by, I believe, Keniston. Able to absorb the contact, go to the deck, and cause Portland's first turnover of the second half.
Oh, a nice move. But all for naught as Fonseca gets the rebound. He's got Griffin Foley on the break, and he is hacked.
And I believe that'll be a third foul on St. Pierre.
Oxford Hills foul, number 20. For St. Pierre, his first on the team.
Not a guy that you want to see in foul trouble if you're a Viking. Griffin Foley adds to his total of foul shots tonight as he gets his 5th. Fonseca with the rebound. Moss up and in.
Good rebound, good look. And Teron Moss inside to finish.
So 43-31 is the score. It's a 12-point Portland lead.
And that'll be a travel. 13th turnover of the night for Oxford Hills. And Coach Graffam in his 35th year with the Vikings. He'll have a quick word of the official before we resume play.
Griffin Foley tried to force that in just a bit. Some good defense. Tried to get the quick pass in. Fonseca now to inbound. 6:20 left in the third quarter. 43-31 is the score. Here's Ugu. Little bit wild there.
And they'll say that's deflected off the rebound off Portland. Oxford Hills ball.
Clay Hardy will come in for Manny Ugu.
And here comes the Dogs on the full court man-to-man press.
You know, I got to tell you, you watch Coach. I'm watching Coach Russo with Manny, who may have muffed up that drive, and he is just as positive as can be. You know, a teaching moment.
And Russo, as you said earlier, the consummate teacher. Good work inside by Keniston. Fight for the offensive rebound and put it in for 2.
You know, if they're going to do something here, they have to get Keniston involved. He is one of their high scorers on the year. He's their second highest scorer, averaging about 12 and a half, 13 points a game. So, 10-point lead.
Right idea with Lyle in the middle.
There's Teron Moss. Hey, Hardy.
Lyle with the flash again.
For 3, Foley in. If one doesn't beat you, the next one does. Griffin Foley for 3. 46-33. 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
And good court vision by Lyle to be able to pass right out of that 4-hole spot.
Verrier for 3. He matches it. Fonseca traveled.
Fifth turnover of the night for the Bulldogs, and that'll be a timeout for Coach Russo.
So, with just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, the Portland Bulldogs have a 10-point lead, 46-36. Here we are, folks. Matt Fleming to inbound the ball as best he can. Gets the break.
Oh, great hustle by Hardy to save an easy 2 there. Back on defense, able to strip that ball right away from St. Pierre.
Without fouling. Goodness. Smart play.
Just great body control.
The ball takes a roll all the way to the front door of the Portland Expo.
It's right out on Park Avenue in a second.
That's going to be a foul on Pedro.
And that will be Fonseca's 3rd. Be interesting to see what Russo does in this situation.
Fouls on number 5, Pedro.
It looks like he'll leave him out there.
2 on the team.
In a good situation to do that, Steve. See if Fonseca can play within himself under control with 3 fouls with still plenty of time left in the game. A regular season game with a 10-point lead. Certainly a decent time to take a chance.
Cross court by Fleming, stolen by Hardy. To Moss, up and in on the 2-on-1 break.
Good work by Hardy. Good finish by Moss.
48-36. 12-point lead, a steal by Moss. And he's fouled. 4th foul, I believe, on Chris St. Pierre.
Oxford Hills foul. Number 20, Chris St. Pierre, his 4th. 2nd on the team, Clay Hardy.
Lucia set to check in anyway.
Nice stick by Hardy.
Jeff Lucia, 44, returning for Oxford Hills.
The 1-2 punch. Clay Hardy, number 1. Teron Moss, number 2. For the Dogs. The rebound taken by Keniston. And it stays as Oxford Hills ball. Here's the open man. It's Keniston. Shoots it across to Carson.
Nice fade cut there by Verrier, able to follow on the pass, knock down the 3.
He's got 9 points tonight, all on 3 points from beyond the arc.
Oxford Hill's not going away here, Steve. Clawing back to a 10-point deficit.
Lyle all the way out to Griffin Foley, floats it up, and Keniston.
And we'll have a foul. I believe it'll be on Lyle. No, it'll be on Foley.
Foul is on number 20, Griffin Foley, the second. Team foul number 3.
3:43 left in the third quarter, 49-39. The Dogs in front by 10.
Portland continues with the pressure. And that'll be a 5-second call for the Vikings' 16th turnover tonight. Smothering defense in the backcourt by Russo's Bulldogs.
The long ride down here from Oxford Hills. Up in Oxford County. Of course, we took that ride last year. I don't think you were with us, Frank, but...
I was not, for some reason or another, as Hardy puts in for 2. If I remember correctly, Steve, that was a breakout game for Griffin Foley that night.
Indeed it was, and in fact, it was a great game all the way around, too. I mean, of course, they had Andrew Fleming, Matt Fleming, Beauchene, and several other great players. So Keniston's a little wild there. Charlie Lyle fights for the rebound. He gets an outlet to Fonseca. Fonseca to Teron. Teron's got 2 that just crash into him.
And he just flips it over his shoulder nonchalantly, as that will most certainly be a foul. And there's a point of discussion here. It will be a shooting foul, as Teron will go to the line.
Teron Moss at the line.
Teron misses that one. Hits that one.
Returning to Oxford Hills, number 4, Spencer Strong.
So Spencer Strong will check in for Colton Carson.
Oh, what a block by Lyle. He pinned it against the backboard.
Foul right away on Lucia.
Really a product of the pass from Fonseca. Didn't really put Teron in the best spot, but brought him into Lucia and really put the Oxford Hills defender in a tough position where he couldn't really not foul in that situation.
I don't think they're going to play for the last shot with 2 minutes and a half left here.
Just looked like an opportunity to set up the offense there for Russo.
Hardy up and in, and he draws the foul.
Oh, Clay Hardy, so quick. Excellent first step.
Foul is on number 4, Spencer Strong. His first, team foul number 5, Clay Hardy shooting 1.
Hardy to make it the three-pointer the hard way if he can do it. He does.
Three-point play by Clay Hardy.
A steal by Tehran. He's got Pedro on the break, up and in.
And we'll have a full timeout for Scott Grafton.
Well, it's 57-39. It's an 18-point Portland lead. Tehran Moss and Clay Hardy each with 16 points for the Dogs. So here we are. Fleming to inbound it to Strong.
And Coach Grafton with a timeout there, trying to stem the tide of an 11-3 Portland run that's been going on for the last 2.5 minutes here, Steve.
Brings the Dogs to an 18-point lead, and Lyle skies up for that rebound. He's got Fonseca to Moss, and they'll set something up. Griffin Foley for three.
And absolutely no one near Griffin Foley.
Fleming with the rebound. Fonseca skies for that one. Gets it down awfully quick.
And that'll be a travel. Foley catching the ball in motion, picking his back foot up before he put the ball on the floor. And that will be Portland's 6th turnover.
The Oxford Hills has a new player that's checked in, Garrett Record, number 5. Great hustle by the Bulldogs tonight. Each one of these players is clearly in great basketball shape. Those quick hands.
And that'll be a kick ball. Oxford Hills retaining possession.
Turnover.
Good rebound, Foley looking to run.
It's off the backboard, but Ballou is underneath, and it will be Portland ball.
Oh, just taken away by Moss.
Sounds like a handoff. 59-39, a 20-point Portland lead. Nice fade away there, but Moss with the rebound. He's got 20 seconds. What a beautiful pass to Griffin Foley. Up and in.
And he finds his wide receiver there, Steve. As you hinted at earlier, when Foley tried to throw a long ball, does look a little bit better bringing them in than putting them up himself.
Well, nice fake, but it's going to be Oxford Hills ball. As Garrett Record tried to draw Yugo away and didn't get the shot off. 61-39, 3.5 seconds left here. And Yugo steals it, but got 1.4 seconds. That is what you call sacrifice for the team.
And Steve, that can't be discounted. That happens with a 22-point lead.
So that didn't fall for Cole Verrier. And we will end the third quarter with the score. The Portland Bulldogs 61. The Oxford Hills Vikings 39. Here we go, folks.
And St. Pierre missing the obvious inbound to Spencer Strong there until probably about 4.5 seconds on the 5-second inbound count.
Fleming from way downtown. Doesn't fall. Moss with the rebound, spins. Takes a look at his court. Sees Yugo on the right. Oops.
He's able to Avoid the potential charge situation there.
Woman foul number 32, Charlie Lyle is second. Fourth on the team.
The Dogs next take on the Lewiston Blue Devils at home, and then Edward Little. Edward Little is currently, as we watch this game, defeating Deering in a tight contest.
Nice fight inside.
Yeah, Moss comes up with the rebound. He's got to be leading the team with rebounds tonight. Spins behind his back, all over the place. Charlie Lyle underneath and in.
Lyle just cleaning up the mess inside.
63-39, Dogs in front. Verrier at the foul line. Portland ball.
And Portland's going to come out and spread the floor here. All 5 players of the perimeter. Nice flash to the free throw line by Lyle.
The rebound will go to Verrier. He's got Hugo all over him. Steal. All the way up to Clay Hardy, up and in. Just that easy, my goodness. So it's 65-39, 6:09 left in this contest. Keniston with the bucket.
And they'll say it counts, and he get fouled.
See if that's on Ballou.
But Hugo.
Basket was good by Trey Keniston. Foul is on number 12 here, Hugo, his second. 5 on the team. Keniston 31.
He converts the three-pointer. 65-42, just under 6 minutes now in this contest. Charlie Lyle comes out. He's got the cutting Clay Hardy. And, well, goodness gracious. What great hands by Clay Hardy, and Griffin Foley will get the bucket. And Charlie Lyle will, I think he wanted the charge call there. Some in the stands would understand that. Others would say it's a block.
A difficult call to make, Steve, no matter where you stand. Whether you're on the court or up here, really the line between a charge and a block is extremely thin. And we hear a lot about feet being up, but at the end of the day, it's all about who initiates the contact.
Ballou with the rebound, almost fouled there. Clay Hardy will bring it off. Actually, he'll get it off to Tehran to bring it over half court. And Foley with the quick release back to Tehran. That didn't make it that time. And Luksha with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Number 32, Charlie Lyle is fourth.
That's Charlie's fourth foul. So checking in for Charlie Lyle will be Tom Joyce, number 34.
Charlie Lyle.
And that foul on Portland is the 7th. Loose ball foul will put Lucia at the line.
So he'll be shooting 1 and 1. And Ballou with the rebound to Ron Moss. We'll bring it over.
Just excellent move by Moss.
It's kind of a man among boys, that kind of a play. Just taking over and did it himself. And then Ballou almost stole the ball. And in fact, it's going to be an Oxford Hills turnover. Nice play by the line there by Ballou.
It'll be the 23rd turnover for Oxford Hills tonight.
Quinn Clark will check in now for Clay Hardy. It's 4:40 left. 69-43 is the score. Here comes Simon Chadbourne as well.
Simon Chadbourne, number 30, in for Ron Moss.
It's a 26-point Portland lead at this point.
And that'll be a travel as he...
Travel call.
I believe I'm not sure the exact call there, Steve, between the jump stop and the travel, but I believe it's coming off 1 foot and not landing simultaneously.
Strong's got 3 on him. It's a kick. A kick by Quinn Clark. Who else?
We've never heard that before, have we, Steve?
The best kicker on the team. Here comes John Bento, number 15, for the Dogs. And the Garrett record will come back in for Oxford Hills. Also checking in is 14, Cameron Slicer.
Quinn overplaying a little bit there.
And that's going to be off the Oxford. Well, looked like it was actually off of Keniston's foot, but referee Burnell had the better look. Referee Bowering, rather. Paul Burnell out in the right. Chris Bowering right here in front of us. Fleming up and in.
Basket by Fleming.
69-45, 3:47 left.
Nice
Bento
back cut by Bento.
No travel. So Strong gets called for the travel, 69-45. 3.5 minutes left in this contest as the Dogs will put this one away tonight. They will increase their record to 3-0. Strong on the steal. Back to Keniston.
Good work by Joyce to get a hand in there.
There's a beautiful pass. Chadbourne, though, a little bit handled there by Fleming and Slicer. Cameron Slicer is a name that we've heard before. I dare say he played football. For Oxford Hills.
And we'll have a record for 1-1.
Joyce skies up for the rebound. Here comes Quinn Clark. Bento doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Colton Carson. Carson is strong down the middle. And Bento with the rebound. Excuse me, Chadbourne with the rebound. Oh, Clark, nice move. Doesn't convert. The rebound will come to Colton Carson. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. 69-45 is the score. Way downtown, Verrier, it doesn't fall. Joyce to Chadbourne.
That'll be out off Verrier. Portland will keep possession.
Yeah, and set to check in now for Trey Ballou will be number 24, Lino Ben. As the Dogs will empty their bench, number 14, Benjamin Fisher, set to check in as well. Joyce, that nice left-handed shot up and in.
Nice and smooth inside from Tommy Joyce.
The Dogs break 70, 71-45. For three, Strong in and out. Ultimately, the rebound will come to Garrett Record.
And there'll be a foul on Bento.
Open foul, number 15, John Bento is first. Then Fisher in for.
So a minute 37 left as the clock ticks down. Record buries that.
Earned himself another one. A 1-on-1 situation.
And Lucia gets the rebound, and I think Fisher gets the foul.
Open foul, number 14, Ben Fisher is first. 10 on the team. Yannick Lucia, 2 free throws.
In and out. Lucia around the horn to Record, and 3 points for Record. So Chadbourne showing his own ball handling skills there. It's the ball.
That'll be a 5-second call. Slicer all over Chadbourne. Chadbourne unable to break contain.
It's a 21-point Bulldog lead, though, with 1 minute and 10 seconds left, 71-50. What you might call an insurmountable lead.
And that'll be a last off Tom Joyce.
And that was a nice play by Lino Ben.
And that'll be Portland's possession arrow. 53 seconds on the clock.
Chadbourne to Bento. Bento spins up and in. Nice move, John Bento. And answered by Record. Bento to Chadbourne.
And Chadbourne pull it back as Portland spreads the floor.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Individual scoring in the game for Oxford Hills. Spencer Strong had a 3 and a 2 for 5. Ray Kenniston had 2 baskets and a free throw for 5. Yannick Lucha had 2 baskets and a free throw for 5. Garrett Record had a 3, a 2, and a free throw for 6. Cole Verrier had 3 threes for 9. Matt Fleming had a 3, 1 3 baskets, 4 free throws, 11 points. And Chris St. Pierre had 2 threes, 1 basket, and 4 free throws, 12 points. For Portland, Tom Joyce a basket for 2, John Bento a basket for 2, Sally Lyle had 3 baskets for 6, Andy Hugo a basket and 2 free throws for 4, Pedro Fonseca a 3, along with 3 baskets for 9, Griffin Foley a 3, 2 baskets, 5 free throws for 12, Clay Hardy 2 threes, 5 baskets, 2 free throws, 18, and Teron Moss 8 baskets, 4 free throws, 20 points.
So the Portland Bulldogs handily defeating Oxford Hills tonight by 21 points, 73-52. Oxford Hills players who went into double figures were Matt Fleming with 11, Chris St. Pierre with 12, Cole Verrier had 9, and a host of other players had about 5 points apiece. The Dogs, on the other hand, spread it out pretty nicely tonight as well. Griffin Foley in double figures with 12, Clay Hardy with 18, Teron Moss with 20 points, and Pedro Fonseca 9 points. But that's not the whole story of tonight with he and Charlie Lyle, is it?
Well, not at all. Lyle coming in with 6 rebounds. Teron Moss adding 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals to his 20 points. But I would say, Steve, the story of the night for the Bulldogs has been the just ferocious play by Clay Hardy. Hardy was all over the court, adding 4 steals to his 18 points, 2 rebounds and assist, and that's got to be something good for Russo to see going forward to add to his depth.
Well, yeah, and we had a very good look tonight at number 1, Clay Hardy. Of course, Teron Moss did what we expected, and we'll have the Lewiston Bull Devils next for you on WPPS TV3. This is Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt, along with Frank Healy from the Expo, where tonight the Portland Bulldogs have handily defeated the Oxford Hills Vikings. Good night.